Hey guys, welcome to another Tuesday edition of the Vinyl Den, your channel for record collecting by record collectors. My name is Nick. It's time for another Tuesday video, so we're talking new releases that are coming out this Friday, April 1st. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you click on the link down below. Go check out the Vinyl Den Facebook group. Just a cool place to continue the music conversation. There's also a couple of other links down there. There's one for the Vinyl Den merch page where we get Vinyl Den t-shirts and sweatshirts on there. There's a link for the Vinyl Den Patreon page. If you want to support the show, it's always greatly appreciated. You can support the show for as little as $1 a month. And there's also a link for the Vinyl Den Spotify and Apple Music playlists, where every week we're just compiling music we're talking about on the show here, putting it together for a playlist for everyone to enjoy. I will say that looks like this week there are about 350 titles coming out. I got 8 of them that I'm going to talk about today. So if there's anything I missed, make sure you drop me a comment down below. Let me know what other albums are coming out. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we release new episodes. So there's a lot of stuff that came out last week. Looks like this week is going to be a little bit of a smaller week, but there are some really good titles coming out. This first one is Cro-Mags, The Age of Quarrel. If you guys are unfamiliar with Cro-Mags, they are one of those, godfathers of like hardcore punk in the 80s. This is their 1986 debut album, We Gotta Know was like the one track that it was actually several years after this album came out. It got heavy rotation on, I think it was like a Headbangers Ball in 120 minutes. If you're my age, those are like shows you watched pretty regularly back then. If you're younger, you have no clue what I'm even talking about. You're like, MTV, they actually showed music? Yeah, so way back in the day, those Headbangers Ball, 120 minutes for two shows I watched all the time, and that was actually the first time I even learned who Cro-Mags were. So Age of Quarrel, I think, is the only album I've ever listened to them from them. This is going to run you $27 online, so not terribly priced. The next one is the new Cypress Hill album. So this is Back in Black. It's running about $35 online. This was digitally released, I want to say a month earlier this month. It was, I guess if I actually looked at my notes here, it was released on the 18th of last month digitally. So this is the first, so they're finally, the vinyl version I think is finally being reissued or being released. So I don't think there's been a pressing of this already. So, because I think all the pre-orders had April 1st listed as the date. So this is their first album since 2018's Elephant on Acid. I can say I don't think I've listened to any of the last couple Cypress Hill albums. This is their 10th album. I didn't even realize they had released that many. So it's probably the last at least 4 or 5 Cypress Hill albums I haven't even listened to. So it's definitely one. They're one of those bands I kind of need to go back and check out more of their catalog. And definitely stream this one. The next album is one that I don't know if this was previously released or if there were some pre-orders that went out early. But this is Eric Clapton, Lady in the Balcony, Lockdown Sessions. It's a double LP. It's on yellow vinyl, and I've seen the yellow vinyl posted on social media. So I know that there are copies of this that's already been released. So I don't know if this was previously released and this is just a reissue. If you know, you can just drop me a comment and let me know. This was recorded in 2021 after shows at the Royal Albert Hall. I don't know why I can't say that. Were canceled. His band got together in the countryside somewhere and recorded this double album. It's already about $50 online, so it's not cheap. But Eric Clapton's one of those musicians that I would probably listen to him sing the Telephone Book if telephone books even exist anymore. But so that's definitely one I'm gonna check out. And then the next one, this is Europe. Out of This World. Out of This World is by no means the most popular Europe album, but I think it's one of their most underrated albums. It's definitely one that is probably the album I've listened to the most from Europe over the years. This was originally released in '88. It was their 4th album. This is going to be on silver vinyl. It's going to be limited to only 1,000 copies, though. And this is a music on vinyl release. So, like with every other MOV release, it's going to sound good. $37, though. it's one that I probably will pick up just because I don't have a copy of it. If you guys have watched the show for a while, you guys know I'm a big jazz fan. I love both the Tone Poet and the Classic Series releases from Blue Note. So this week there are 2 of the Tone Poet series releases. The first one, this is Hank Mobley, Curtain Call. Originally released, it was recorded in 1957, but it wasn't released until 1984. So this was kind of held in the vault for several decades before it was finally released. It's going to run you $36 online. This is an album that I know a lot of people have talked about as being like some of Hank Mobley's best work. So definitely one I'm going to check out. You guys, like I said, you guys know I will say that of the Tone Poet and Classic Series releases, I've bought a lot of those releases that I've never heard before, and I've not been disappointed by any of them. So definitely looking forward to that one. And then this next one, this is Sonny Red, Out of the Blue, which is, I think a lot of people regard this as Sonny Red's best album. This was originally released in 1960, and this was Sonny's only release for Blue Note. So this one's going to be a couple more dollars. It's going to run you $39. So $39 and $36 for those 2 Tone Poet series releases. I think, even though those are kind of pushing the $40 range, there are 2 albums I think are really worth the money. The next album is a reissue that, I don't think I've ever listened to this album, but this is The Formation of Damnation by Testament. Testament, they're one of those like, they're the godfathers of thrash metal, I guess, if you want to call them that. This was originally released in 2008. I think I've only listened to, maybe 1 or 2. The first couple of Testament albums are the only thing I've listened to them. But this was released in 2008. This is, it's going to be limited to 2,000 copies. So it's a little bit more on the limited side. It's going to be a white with blue and green splatter. You can see the picture of the mock-up here. It does look pretty sweet. It's going to run you $36 though. So, I know, which probably, I guess, isn't terrible for a 2 LP release. So that'd definitely be one that, like I said, I'll stream that one just because I'm not a huge thrash fan, but, I know there's a lot of people out there really looking forward to that release. And then the last one is, of course, the new Red Hot Chili Peppers album, Unlimited Love. I will say I like the indie exclusive cover. I'll put a picture up of the indie exclusive cover. I didn't know which way I was going to go. I didn't know if I was going to wait to get the record store day release or if I was going to pick up the release this week. This is a double LP. Like I said, this is going to run you $36 online, so not terribly priced. And the RSD release was kind of pushing $50. So I guess I'm gonna pick up the indie release just because, like I said, I love that cover. But I know there's been a single or 2 released off of this, but I'm really kind of holding out listening to anything off this new album until I can listen to it on vinyl because, I've been a big fan of the Red Hot Chili Peppers albums with John Frusciante. He's back in the band now, so it's definitely an album that I'm looking forward to for sure. Well, that's all I got for you this week, guys. Thanks for checking the show out. Like I said, there's about 350 titles coming out, and I talked about 8 of them, so I'm sure I missed something. So make sure you drop me a comment down below. Let me know what else is coming out this week and the stuff you're looking forward to. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give me the old thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. And that's all I got. Until next time, keep on spinning. Peace.